What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissists Code. I'm your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammett, better known as Mental Healness across all social media platforms. This is your first time seeing my face or hearing my lovely voice. I am a clinically diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, like myself, and also validate the victims, survivors, and thrivers of said disorder, said toxic people, said toxic traits. Today's episode is going to be about the mild-mannered narcissist. The mild-mannered narcissistic person who kind of like, and what I mean by mild-mannered narcissist is that, like, when you hear the word narcissist, a lot of people think of the overt malignant type of narcissist that is just out there just being kind of obnoxious, creating cult followings, being toxic as hell, and you kind of know that something is going on with that person. That's like the overt narcissistic person. They try to dress the best. They have huge delusions of grandeur. They try to dress the best, look the best, need the best cars and stuff like that. Just so super grandiose people. More covert narcissistic people tend to be more mild-mannered. You see what I'm saying? Mild-mannered narcissistic people covert narcissists are more subtle, y'all. The covert narcissists don't typically do narcissistic rage or huge outbursts like that. They're more subtle. They're more passive aggressive. They're more like, it would be hard pressed to prove that a covert narcissist is a narcissist because they don't rage, they don't yell, they don't scream. They do passive aggressive things. They make they make noises or grunt or just be super subtle and just kind of indignant and give you the silent treatment and ghost you and stonewall you and things like that. That's more the covert narcissist. The mild-mannered narcissist is the type of person that kind of goes between the two. The mild-mannered narcissist is the kind of like to me, is the narcissistic person that lacks identity the most. Because mild-mannered people typically like the mild-mannered narcissist, typically can go between overt and covert. You see what I'm saying? They are like a blend between the two, depending on what crowd that they are in. Like the mild-mannered narcissistic person is going to be like the more chameleon type of narcissist. You know what I mean? Like the more they can just morph who they are to fit into a crowd of people. They can change their personality dynamics and their personality characteristics in order to fit within a different crowd of people, within a different sect of people and whatnot. That's what mild-mannered narcissists do right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why so many people get it into their mind that there is, like, narcissists are either going to fall into one type or the other type, like overt or covert. You can be both, y'all. You can be the mild-mannered one who really, truly lacks identity and morphs into the crowd of who they are in, like who they are around. Like, they become the people who they are around at this moment in time. It's just like, at home, of course, at home, most narcissists are going to be different people. But the mild-mannered narcissistic person is going to be out here in the world just morphing into other people. They're like seriously lacking identity and taking on the personality characteristics or the personality traits of other people that they are around to fit in. You know what I mean? It's just like mild-mannered means like blank slate, pretty much. It's just like even keel. Like the type of person that, like I said, is like super even keel type of person that you don't know what you're going to get from this person. You're just like, oh, he's cool or she's cool. Like they don't really talk a lot. They got it. The mild-mannered narcissist has to warm up to you. You know what I mean? The overt narcissistic person typically is like the loudest person in the room. A lot of times they're gonna be the loudest person in the room. They are going to come up to you and speak to you, make conversation with anybody, talk to anybody, that type of stuff. Covert narcissists tend to, they just depend on who they are. The covert narcissists lean more towards being mild-mannered, but the mild-mannered person, they got to warm up to you. They got to warm up, and they could warm up and be overt, depending on who they are around. They could warm up and be covert and just still stay subtle, still stay passive-aggressive, and still stay in this same type of mindset. You see what I'm saying? The mild-mannered narcissist. I know a lot of y'all here have experienced this. Like when they are just super even keel, but when they're around a different group of, like, they're super even keel, super just pretty much I would say the operative word would be chill. They're like the super chill person, right? But when they get around a certain crowd of people, they turn into someone else. When they get around a certain group of friends, they turn into that group of friends. You know, regardless if that group of friends is like game playing, they playing Call of Duty or World of Warcraft or their book reading club, whatever it is, whatever it is, they turn into that person. But you see this same person get around a crowd of kind of outlandish, obnoxious, like loud people, they become that too. You know, it's like mild-mannered people, like mild-mannered narcissistic people just have this blank slate. And we kind of, so me personally, I would fall more into the mild-mannered narcissist, y'all. I'm more passive-aggressive until I warm up to a room, into a space and whatnot. You know, I'm just chill and I morph into the crowd that I'm around. Like whatever crowd that I'm around, I tend to become. You know, whatever crowd that I'm around, whatever crowd that I'm dealing with, whatever zone that I'm dealing, whatever zone I'm dealing in, I tend to become. That's why I have a lot of experience with being mild-mannered. People would describe me as like, oh, Lee is chill, he's cool. You know, when they first meet me, oh, he's chill, he's cool. He's like, he didn't really talk much until, you know, so-and-so got around, he turned into, so one of my old good friends is a super malignant narcissist, y'all. Like overt as he wants to be, you know, as overt as he wants to be. When I got around him, I would turn into him, you know, turn into a version of myself that more mirrored him. Mild-mannered and chill narcissistic people can become that, you know, they become who they're around. Being loud, becoming that type of person right there, you know. They become like mild-mannered narcissistic people. We become who we're around, you know. It's just like whoever, like the crowd that I'm in, I assimilate the personality characteristics or the traits or the goals and whatever this crowd has. You know, it's wild having this type of mindset. Like I said, being a mild-mannered narcissistic person, it's just hard, like, because like nowadays more, because I'm 38 years old now, I have more of my own identity. I don't need, like, I'm going to be who I am right now around anybody. Like, I'm not going to morph to fit in just so I'm not going to morph to fit in just so I don't stand out too much. You know, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just, who you see is who you get right now, because I've been working on myself so long. I'm more along the lines, accept me for who I am right now, as opposed to back in the day when I used to be this other type of person, when I would just like need to fit in order to just like, I need to fit in so I don't stand out too much. So I would just warm up to the crowd. And when I warmed up, I would become a whole different person, you know? And people would just notice it. Like, man, you get a little wild when you get around so-and-so. Oh, really? Do I? Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know. Just the energy shifts when I'm around this person right here. Or if I'm around a bunch of quiet people, like, y'all, my personality is just like, it's just like a lot of mild-mannered, like covert, overt narcissists, like mixtures. Like, we just transition, y'all. We literally can transition into whoever we need to be. And it's just like having that blank slate becomes exhausting, because like, and not having your real identity becomes exhausting as hell, because you try to fit into so many different crowds that you kind of lose who you are. And the people who are closest to you, who know the most authentic version of you, you take it out on them. Like your spouse and your children, they get the worst version of you. Your actual close friends who know you for a while and who y'all ride or die, they get the worst version of you and whatnot. That's part of it. That does happen, you know, because you get so frustrated, without having your own identity, that you have this crisis. It's just like you have so many different identities, like within yourself, battling to see which one is the real identity. It's kind of like, it's not split personalities or multiple personality disorder, or, you know, I think it's called DID now, dissociative identity disorder. That's not what it is. It's just like because that type of person has different personas. They are different people within one body. Narcissistic people like myself who are struggling with their identity tend to present as mild-mannered until we figure out who we actually, which personality benefits us the most, you know. And you probably, if y'all dealt with the mild-mannered narcissist, just put a raised hand in the comment section. Just put a raised hand. Just drop a raised hand emoji in the comment section. Just say, hey, Lee, yep, I definitely dealt with a mild-mannered narcissist. I dealt with one that didn't have an identity, changed jobs a lot, changed careers a lot, changed hobbies a lot, didn't know what made him happy, didn't know what made her happy, whatever the situation is, whoever you're dealing with. The process, it works. It's a very unique process, y'all. And like I said, it keeps going. It doesn't, there's no reason, I'll say this, there's no reason for it to get better because that person doesn't feel like they need to work on themselves. The narcissistic person, toxic person, whatever, they don't feel the need to work on themselves. They just feel like this is who they are. Because that's how I felt. I always felt like this is who I am. There's nothing I can do about it. This is who I am. There's nothing I can do about it. And this is who this is who I'm going to be. And this is who I have to be. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into another episode. Thank you for making it this far. If you have, make sure y'all hop over to Amazon, check out the Self-Love Journal. I Love Me, Lee Hammock, the Self-Love Journal. Help you rebuild that self-love and your own identity. Like and subscribe for more. Mental Healness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video, y'all. If you didn't know, we wrote a kids book called Remember It's Not Your Fault to help kids understand that they are not in control of whatever circumstances they were born into, talk about boundaries, tell them the truth, all of that stuff, y'all. It's available on Amazon right now, or the link in my description of every single video or podcast that you listen to. Thank you so much. Remember, it's not your fault. Peace.